Okay, let's try to understand the solution for this particular question. This is kind of a pseudocode. Okay, so we create a method called solution. Here, this is merit. This is like our merit array, a number of days and 3 activities. This is our last activity that we choose, that we are not going to choose this particular time, right? This is our index, and this is our total number of days. Index is like what is the current index where we are right now. Okay, so this is our base condition. If index equals to n, we simply return 0. It means we are reaching the end point of the number of days. We simply return 0. Okay, and this is for saving our answer. So initially we assign -1 because we are taking the maximum of all this. That's why we just assign -1, right? And this dp of index last activity not equals to -1. This is we are writing. This is called memoization. We want to avoid recalculation, right? We don't want to recalculate it again and again. So we just simply create an index and last activity. So if we are at particular point 3 index and the activity is 2, and that we already calculated somewhere else, we don't recalculate it again and again. We simply return it from here also, right? So if it's not equals to -1, it means it is already calculated and we have stored it somewhere, right? So that's why we simply return from here only. Okay, so if it's not calculated, if we are calculating it for the very first time, we just simply run a for loop of 3. And what we need to, this is for all the 3 activities, but we just need to check if the last activity is not equals to current activity. So if we are at index and we just check like if it's not equals to last activity, we simply say take the maximum, whatsoever maximum we have, answer, maximum of answer, comma, solution. We are calling this function again merit. Here last activity is I. Now suppose if the last activity is 1, we are choosing 0 now, 0th activity. So it's 0 now. Index, we are moving to next index, that's why index plus 1 then should be the same. And we just simply add this particular merit point to our answer, merit, index, and the ith activity that we choose, right? And similarly, for the 0, suppose its last activity is 1. For the 0, it sends 0 and index plus 1, and here we store the answer of index comma 0. And similarly 1, we are not going to end up in this loop. And on 2, we similarly say like now the last activity is 2 and we are adding the 2th merit point, right? Similarly, we are getting the maximum answer in this particular answer variable. We are saving this number here such that, because initial value of dp is -1, right? We are saving this here. So in future, if we ended up in the same situation again, it is not -1, it's simply returned from here, right? And we are simply return our answer. So in such a way, we are able to solve this question, and the maximum constraint, like maximum running time should be 3 into n for this particular solution. Okay, I think this makes sense to you. Thank you.